Good evening. We begin tonight with President Biden's vaccine mandate now put on hold by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. OSHA says it's suspended enforcement of the mandate for companies with 100 employees or more.
This pause is due to several states, including Idaho, filing several lawsuits challenging the mandate. Right now, there are challenges heading to the 6th U.S. Circuit Court in Cincinnati. Previously, the 5th Circuit Court decided to stay the mandate for further review. Our Tristan Lewis joins us in studio tonight for more on the legalities of this suspension. Tristan, what did you find out?
So Mark and Kim, a law professor at the University of Idaho College of Law, says it's not unusual for courts to issue a stay on cases like this. He says the U.S. 5th Circuit Court is notoriously made up of conservative judges, so there was no surprise that they held the challenge for review. But as state and federal leaders continue back and forth, businesses are just growing tired.
This is very much a hot button issue, particularly so in Idaho.
A sigh of relief for many business owners Wednesday as OSHA announced its suspension of the Biden administration's vaccine and testing mandate for private workplaces. Governor Brad Little writing, this hold is because of the many states, including Idaho, taking a stand against government overreach in the private sector.
Just looking at it, I could see a number of reasons why they might have decided maybe this is not a battle we want to continue to take on in the courts.
University of Idaho College of Law professor John Rummel says for the federal government to get an emergency temporary standard to stick, they would have to prove the public is in grave danger, which he says in the history of OSHA, less than 30 of these orders have been discussed. Only one has ever been upheld, Rummel says.
So just on those numbers alone, the odds were probably fairly long.
But while there are businesses in favor of this suspension and those against, a Gem State business lobbying group is just over the back and forth affecting employers.
We're getting a little bit tired of being a political football between what states want to tell us what to do or what federal government wants to tell us what to do and how to manage through the pandemic.
The Idaho Association of Commerce and Industry represents employers across the state. The organization's president, Alex LeBeau, says the focus at the moment is just trying its best to stay open and operational.
I think that our position is hey, let us be ourselves. We'll run our businesses the way that we see fit, and we'll actually get through this pandemic. But right now, the push and pull and the give and take amongst all these governmental entities is not helpful.
LeBeau says businesses are looking for guidance and consistency when it comes to the government and enacting mandates, something he doesn't believe they're getting.
How about this? How about everybody just take a time out and just let businesses handle it at this point?
Now, it's not clear when the U.S. 6th Circuit Court will hear this case, and I want to go back to the point Rummel made about grave danger. He says he could see challengers point to the fact that the pandemic may be looking up as more tools curbing the illness are developing. However, even with the suspension, private employers are still able to voluntarily issue mandates for their own business. Mark and Kim.
Making big news in all of those communities that have sued the Biden administration, including the state of Idaho.
Tristan, thank you.